Hello, hi everybody. This is lecture number 11 in the Cybersecurity for Beginners course. In this lecture, we're going to talk about secure Wi-Fi configurations and practice. We know that the Wi-Fi networks are essential component in our today's communication systems, but they also have security issues and security risks if not properly configured. Um, and therefore, hackers can exploit this vulnerability in Wi-Fi networks to gain unauthorized access to sensitive data or maybe launch attacks on connected devices. So therefore, this lecture will explore secure Wi-Fi configurations and shows some practice to protect wireless network from threats. We're going to start with the first one, where we can secure the Wi-Fi configurations by changing the default setting. And this is, I think, mistakes happen to all the buyers when they buy Wi-Fi. They leave the default setting as it is. So this is one of the recommendations. We have to change the default setting. One of them, default SSID, which is Service Set Identifier of the Wi-Fi name. Most of the routers come with the default SSID. For example, like Link System or maybe NetHouse or maybe Network, whatever it is. So the user has to change this SSID to, for example, to the customer's name of person, or maybe, of course, also should not show or reveal personal information, or maybe a router brand. So for example, instead of using home Wi-Fi, maybe use a unique but non-descriptive name like Sky Communication or Sky Mesh or some kind of this name. Also, to change the default admin password also. For example, to change the router's default administrative password to a strong one, and maybe unique password to prevent unauthorized access to the router's setting. The second one, using strong encryption protocols. Of course, when somebody connected to the internet, or especially the routing data, going to have many types of encryption. One of them, actually the strong one, which we call it Wi-Fi Protected Access Tree, WPA3, Wi-Fi Protected Access Tree. So this is the latest and the strongest nowadays encryption protocols available. So if it's not available, maybe you can use the lower version, Wi-Fi Protected Access 2, to avoid outdated protocols like web, or which is easily crackable. For example, here at home network configured with the WYBA3 encryption, it requires attackers to bypass a robust encryption algorithm to access the network. The third one, enable network authentication. For example, use a pre-shared key for home network, requiring password to connect. For example, for business or large maybe setup, implement 802.1x authentication with the reduce server to better security. Of course, there are so many protocols also to change. The fourth one, sign up as a guest. This is common used by the people when you go to restaurant or coffee, whatever this. So a guest network isolates guest device from the primary network. So this prevents visitors' devices from accessing sensitive resources or spreading malware. For example, in a coffee shop, just I'm trying to mention one here, provides usually a guest network for customers while keeping internal system on separate secure network. Also, number 5, maybe disable the WPS, which Wi-Fi protected setup. It's convenience feature that simplifies the network setup, but can be exploited by attackers. So to disable that one, reduce the vulnerability. So this is some of the practices how to secure Wi-Fi. One of them, use strong Wi-Fi passwords. Setting password, for example, at least maybe 12 to 16 character long, with mix uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers, and maybe sometimes special characters. Yeah, for example, just show one example. Instead of using, for example, password 123 or 01 from 0 to 8, use something like that, like capital F, $sign, so it's very complicated, this one here. So this is what we got here, strong password, and usually highlighted by green when you try to key in the password. If it is red, highlight red means weak, and yellow moderate, and green considered as strong. Also, regularly update routers firmware, maybe both hardware and software. Maybe the router manufacturer, sometimes the upgrading or updating the firmware to patch the vulnerability, and regularly as a users to check for the update one. For example, like routers firmware can fix vulnerability that attacks could exploit for remote access. Number 3, enable media access control, which called MAC address filtering. So routers can be configured to allow only specific device based on their MAC address, while not foolproof, or this add on extra layer security. So for example, add the MAC address of family devices to routers whitelist, blocking unknown devices. Number 4, which is the one of the good practice, turn off SSID broadcasting when inappropriate or when appropriate. So you can hide the SSD to prevent the network name. Number 5, maybe schedule automating Wi-Fi disabling, as I mentioned here. Maybe turn off the Wi-Fi during the some kind of hours, for example, at night, to reduce the exposure. For example, use router setting to disable Wi-Fi from midnight to 6 a.m. morning at home or also maybe can monitor the connected devices. Regularly review the list of devices connected to your network. So maybe you can remove some of them. Maybe sometimes neighbors also can be connected to your Wi-Fi, or somebody around here. For example, if an unfamiliar device appears in your router's admin panel, you can block it or you can disconnect it. Also use the VNP, virtual private network, on public Wi-Fi. It's very highly recommended. These are some of the examples of trees and solutions. Just I'm mentioning a few here, like for example, number 1, or scenario number 1, a hacker intercept encrypted traffic on a public Wi-Fi network to steal login credential. For the solution, what to do? Always use secure Wi-Fi protocols like I mentioned earlier, or VPN. Scenario number 2, or threat number 2, maybe a neighbor, as I told you, guess the weak Wi-Fi password and uses the network for illegal activity. For the solution for that, use strong password, as I mentioned earlier. Number 3, or scenario number 3, maybe attacker can exploit an outdated router firmware vulnerability. So solution that we have to update the software all the time. We come to the conclusion here. Securing Wi-Fi network is a fundamental issue, or fundamental step to protect personal and organized data. And then proper configuration, such as using strong encryption, setting a guest network means separate than local network, and updating the software, hardware, firmware, combining with the good practice like using strong password and monitoring devices, can significantly or reduce the risk of the attacks. So in the ever-evolving threat landscape, secure Wi-Fi network serves as the first line, or the first defense against the cyber threats. Staying safe in the digital world. Thank you very much.